We're here with Big Cole. We're outside the Principality Stadium. Manchester United have won on penalties after a 2-2 draw. Entertaining game, that, weren't it, Cole?
Decent, mate, decent, yeah, nice. I thought Wan-Bissaka was awesome. What a tackle, Spider. He's the boy, isn't he? He's a boy.
All over the place.
Yeah, but he's more than decent. I mean, what you saying like ages ago? Where's the scouting system? Where is the scouting system? I mean, Ashley Young's gone, to be fair. He's been loyal servant, really loyal servant, but come on, be honest.
And you look at Maguire as well, you mentioned the scouting. He's made 2 transfers before. We've come in for him. He went from Sheffield to Hull to Leicester, and we've just got on the market now.
80 million. A lot of money, mate, a lot of money, but we need him. We need... Harry Maguire's awesome. In comparison to what we've got, Phil Jones and Chris Smalling, I mean, come on, where were they today?
What do you think of maybe the additions of Tuanzebe, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire? Would you be happy with the defence going into the season?
Tuanzebe, what a player. What a player. I mean, it makes me think, 80 million for Harry Maguire, do we need it? Do we need it? I mean, be honest. Tuanzebe, he's got everything. He's got all the tools. All right, playing a 3. Maguire, Tuanzebe, Lindelof. Sorted for me.
Allow the wing backs to get further forward.
Yeah, definitely. Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka on the wings.
Pre-season's done now.
Yeah,
haven't lost a game.
Yeah.
We've brought in 3 players: Daniel James, Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire. What do we need to do in this last week before Chelsea?
I'd love to see Bruno Fernandes. Something different. He's got that X factor in him. He can open up games. We haven't replaced Herrera, have we? Be honest, we haven't replaced Herrera or Fellaini. So
we needed midfielders before Herrera left.
Yeah, definitely. But imagine Dybala, Pogba, and Bruno Fernandes.
Geez, say it again.
Imagine Dybala, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, and Scott McTominay behind them. Imagine that diamond.
You think it could work, yeah?
Definitely.
We played like a diamond today, didn't we? With Mata behind the Rashford and Martial.
Yeah, but personally, that's the key for me. I mean, we're streets away on the odds for betting for the league. But imagine.
What are you saying, lump on?
Lump on. If they come in, definitely lump on. Definitely lump on.
If they don't come in, you're worried for the season if we don't get anything else on top of Harry Maguire?
I reckon if Bruno comes in, top 4. Definitely top 4. But I'm Paulo Dybala. I'm like that. I don't know.
It's scary to get too excited.
It's too good to be true. It's too good to be true because Lukaku, I mean, this first touch is terrible. Lukaku, I mean, Dybala is a totally different player. He can play anywhere. So it's too good to be excited. It's too good to be true.
It does feel that way. Looking ahead to the season, what would your aims be for the new season then? Ollie's first full season, he's had a full pre-season, few signings.
It's got to be top 4. You've got to aim top 4. Dybala, for me, I keep mentioning, but it's a dream, isn't it? It's a dream signing. Get Fernandes, Dybala, mate. I reckon we're there. One more player probably a holding midfielder.
That Matic, McTominay whole area does.
I like Scotty Mac. He's awesome. Scotty Mac's awesome, but I'm not sure on Matic. I'm not scoring Matic at all. He's too slow.
Thank you very much, bro. I'm here with Anand and Jack. We're outside the Principality. 2-2 Manchester United win on penalties. I'll come to you first, Jack. Jack, how are you feeling today? And how confident are you going into the season? Because this is it now. Chelsea's next.
Today, I think it wasn't the best team we could put out at the start. Like Matic was too slow. Mata's too slow. They're like pub players now. And I was excited about Greenwood when he came on. And Gomez, he's a special player.
That little bit of skill that Gomez did, he twisted about 3-4 AC Milan players up in the box. It was incredible, wasn't it? Greenwood, Gomez, Chung, they all get you on the edge of your seat when they come on.
Yeah, they do. They just have something special about them. It's youth, as the last guy said. It's what we are made of.
Do you think they're ready right now, though, for the first team, or do they need to go out on loan?
I don't know, really. Maybe Greenwood. He looks special, and I think he can have a place in the team. But a few more seasons, I mean, yeah, definitely.
What have you made of the new signings? Wan-Bissaka today was pretty good. Daniel James scoring the winner in Wales. It doesn't get much better than that for him.
That's going to give Daniel James very much confidence he needs to for the season. And Wan-Bissaka, he just looks very good. He has a good season at Crystal Palace, so hopefully he can continue that this season.
What should United's objectives be for the new campaign?
I'm going to say top 4, maybe just 4th. I think we can make that, but I don't know about any higher.
You don't think we can get 3rd, maybe?
I don't know.
No league?
Spurs are better on this, and I don't know, Liverpool and City just look too dominant as well.
What do you think our objectives should be?
So no, basically, I think definitely we should be aiming for top 4. And I don't know if you noticed, but today was positivity. There was a lot of positivity. Wan-Bissaka sure looked good as well. And with Harry Maguire coming in, that defense already is giving a lot of positivity to the fans. I'm sure the squad are thinking, okay, Harry Maguire is going to come in, probably banging a few goals, defensive as well. That corner that came in, I was shouting. If he was there, he probably would have sorted that out. And 100%, already that defense looks good. And now we're getting a good, probably Fernandes and Dybala, hopefully. And already the front attacking looks good. It's all going to click. It's positivity. Today, there's so much positivity.
It does seem to be a key for Ali, innit? Whenever he speaks in the press, it's positive. His football style's positive. Everything he seems to do is all positive, 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 which when you consider 12 months ago, it's a complete flip.
Exactly. And, like, don't get me wrong, there were those instances when Young came in, there was that sideways, and it was like, oh, man, not this again. But then there was those integral passes. You can see they've been working on training ground with, like, positive mentality, go forward. And James, oh, my days, James, like, that guy is going to, like, shine. He's going to shine this season. And, like, Old Trafford's just going to be like, okay, this guy. And
this guy has got that optimism that you need for a new season.
What Giggs is saying, you understand what Giggs is saying. Okay, he's got something about him, and obviously he's 15 million pounds, and he's doing this on a big stage, and he's not letting it go to his head. And a lot of people, you overpay, underpay, and United is a big club. You know, you come here. We had failures at. No, but. Okay, listen, bro. A lot of people come here and they fail, right? They fail. But this kid is stepping up. He's playing with people that already played he's playing with people that are already like proven in the league, yeah. And I think he's going to step up the season. It's going to be underrated.
He's definitely a threat from the bench, isn't he? As well, it's like especially when defenses are tired.
And already, you look next season, like we're going to have threats from the bench. Like last season, it was a bit iffy. Sometimes we were thinking, who's the game changer? Who's the game changer at games? We were thinking, who's going to be the game changer? Now we got James. He can come on for Martial, for Rashford when they're tiring. Like today, Rashford looked a bit laggy. After his goal, he like pulled up for a bit. And I was thinking, okay, can he go the full 90? Can he go the full 90? And look, with him on the bench, James comes on. You never know. And against Chelsea, yeah. Probably bag one in.
Mate, I need some of what you're on for the new season. Thank you very much for stopping, man. I appreciate it. Nice one, bro. Right, we're here outside the Principality and we got a neutral view. What's your name again?
Nori.
Nori's a fan of the channel, but he's not a Manchester United fan. That's fine. We're going to get, you know what, it's good actually, because we're going into the new campaign. We've got a week to go. When you watch Manchester United, do you think this is a different Manchester United side to the one you saw last season?
So that just now, that was solid for me. I'm sure most fans would agree. I mean, he took the lead. You know, Rashford looked dangerous. Some of the defensive work, the shape, the positioning, that looked all right. If you compare to maybe like the Cardiff City game, that was, the last game of last season, fucking worlds apart, man. Worlds apart.
What's the difference?
Well, just Smalling and Jones out of the side straight away.
It's mad because Smalling hasn't even played. I thought coming into the season, Smalling's going to be back up if we get new centre-halves. But it looks like he fancies even Rojo ahead of him.
Better for you guys. And again, I'm a neutral. I'm not, but...
So do you think we're seeing what kind of like Southgate did with Smalling and he was like, yeah, forget that, he can't pass. And Solskjaer probably thinking the same.
These guys, they were obviously bought for a reason. Jones and Smalling, they did all right with Fergie, did they not?
They did all right when they came in as a cover for Vidic or Rio and were alongside Vidic or Rio.
I saw them doing things that I thought, wow, okay, they've nicked them players ahead of us.
Like when Phil Jones took a corner at QPR, is that what you mean?
No. I mean, do you remember the run against Bolton when he was playing at right back? I thought, whoa.
I once said Phil Jones would be United and England captain.
They were saying Duncan Edwards. If anyone knows who that is, this guy was like a multifunctional left back, right back, centre back, midfield, striker. I thought, okay, they fucking, where'd they get this guy from? It hasn't transpired to that.
He probably wouldn't even get the Blackburn team no more.
He's a comedian. Yeah. But I think those guys that you had today, I think were the one. If Rojo can just cut out that rashness and just keep.
Oh, we love that from Rojo. That little bit of hot sauce.
It might end up costing you guys, man.
Yeah,
keep those two. Can I call them clowns? I feel like they are.
You want us to keep them? I think everyone would agree with you.
Let me finish. Keep them out of the team. Yeah. Ashley Young, get him in the reserves and under 23s or whatever. Stick with Wan-Bissaka, stick with Luke Shaw, get that Tuanzebe back in the fold as well, and just operate with them.
What do you think of our midfield without Paul Pogba?
Just strange, disjointed. I think even with him, you're missing the components behind him and the components in front of him. It's like Fred was picked up for 50 mil. For what? For what? What is it? What?
I don't know either.
I've checked his highlights.
Married in pre-season. Who the hell does that?
I've checked his highlights enough times. I haven't seen anything to warrant that 50 million. And even today when he came on, he seems to do a bit of everything okay as a 7 out of 10, but he doesn't have that X factor at doing any particular thing. I'd stick with McTominay. I mean, he made the fucking the cover of Pro Evolution Soccer, man. He's there on the bottom, Messi's at the top. That you know, there's levels to get fucking football covers, man. So I think just stick with the youth. Stick with the youth. Like what we're doing over at our place. I won't say who I support, but I think you might.
Do you? Where do you think we'll finish, or where do you think we should be looking to finish?
I think you've got to look beyond way past top 4. Like you're not in that caliber, that bracket of Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham. You could probably nick that 4th place. I think
it's a 3-way battle with Arsenal, Chelsea, and United for that 4th spot.
Definitely. Tottenham, quality but fallible. Chelsea, there's quality there, but they're looking again disjointed. Like you're.
And you think where the goals coming from? They got Tammy up front. I know he's a good talent, but
that's weird.
When Tammy's your leading man,
they gave that guy the number 9, and he only had a season in the Championship last year. Who's their backup? The one that went on loan
at the moment. I don't.
Right? Yeah. Get them out of the equation as well, man. They ain't getting the goals. Hazard's gone. Williams got the number 10, which is, yeah.
It sounds like Arsenal United for top 4 then.
Yeah, big time.
Nice one, man. Cheers, brother.